Hi guys, Abs here and welcome to this video on link building in 2022. In this video, I'll be sharing some proven link building strategies with you. The strategies have been tried and tested, they are safe and effective, and they are strategies that will help you rank higher inside of Google. And by ranking higher in Google, you'll get more visitors, gain more customers, and be able to make more sales. And this is a two-part video that, if followed, will have you set up to send authority and rank your properties in 2022, 2023 and beyond. And towards the end of this video, I'll be making a special announcement and giving the opportunity for 2 lucky people to win a copy of our latest software for free. But first, please watch the video from start to finish so that you can follow along. If you would like a copy of these slides, then please email us at support@abbasravji.com. Okay, so I want to start off and make notes of what link building is, why link building is important, and how to get these type of links. And then I'm going to be sharing strategies with you, my personal favorite strategies that I've been using, and strategies that are very safe to use and very effective to rank your websites inside of Google. So let's start off with what link building actually is. So link building is the practice of building backlinks to a website, and the goal of link building is to improve the search engine visibility. So why are backlinks so important? In the past, before Google's dominance, search engines ranked search results 100% based on the content of a web page. Then came Google. Instead of simply analyzing the content of a web page, it also looked at how many people linked to that page. Until today, 20 years later, Google is still the most dominant search engine, and backlinks are still one of the best ways to determine the quality of a page. So Google got it right. And in short, backlinks are one of the most influential ranking factors. And after the Penguin update, Google now focuses on link quality and not just link quantity. Okay, so what actually determines a quality link? The quality of a link is determined by 2 main factors. The first one is the site's authority. So this is factors such as how trust flow is calculated, or how domain authority is calculated by the number of referring links and the sites that are linking to the actual domain. This is what sends over the authority. So it looks at these factors. And the second factor is relevancy. And this is the topical relevancy to your site. So to determine a quality link, Google looks at both of these factors here. And they do also look at other sub-factors as well. So they'll have a look at things like the placement of the link. Is the link in your body? Is it in the footer? Is it in context? Is it in a sidebar? They'll have a look at the authority of the page that is linking to you, as opposed to just the domain authority of the actual domain. They'll have a look to see if it's a site-wide relevant page website, or if it's a site-wide relevant page. They have a look to see if it's no follow or do follow links, and a bunch more statistics or factors can play a role in this as well. But to summarize, backlinks are one of the most influential ranking factors, and to rank in Google you need quality links. And to determine quality, then Google looks at the authority and relevancy of the site. Authority sites that are related to your own site are the best type of links. Now let's take a look at how you can get quality links. So how can you get quality links? There are a bunch of ways to get quality links. Some are more difficult than others. So let's explore some of the methods used to get quality links, and then we can look at some strategies that work in 2022, including my personal and own favorite one. Okay, so here are some different types of links that you can get. You can get private blog network links. This is where you buy domains that have expired based on their authority. And the best type of these expired domains are the ones that are niche relevant, and you're in full control of these. When I say by full control, then you get to choose what goes on the site, where the site gets hosted, and you even get to remove those links should you want to as well. This is a really cool thing about being in control over your actual links. Okay, you have micro niche sites as well. So this is when you create brand new sites related to your niche. They have a brand new and fresh history behind them altogether, and then you go ahead and build authority to them. And again, you're in full control over these type of links. Okay, then you have Web 2.0 sites. These are free authority platforms. They're great to use as buffers, and expired Web 2.0, such as expired Tumblr blogs, they actually work really, really well. You have guest posts. This can be great for traffic, authority, and link diversity. You have press releases, which are great for authority links and good for diversity as well. And then you have comments and forum posts and wikis, and these can be good for traffic and link diversity as well. But just remember, I'm not talking about comments or pages that have hundreds and hundreds of links on them. I'm talking about quality blogs with comments on them, or quality blogs where you get guest posts from, or quality forums, because they still do work really well. And these are kind of places where you can go out there and get links from as well. And then you have directories as well, which is good for traffic, good for link diversity, good for citations, good for sending a varied type of signals to Google. Okay, and these are just a few different types of links. You also have niche edits, and you have so many more types of links as well, okay, that are available. But remember, it's not about the quantity, but it's about the quality of the actual link. Okay, and there are millions of sites that will allow you to leave a comment and leave your link, but that doesn't mean you should. As long as you understand how quality is assessed, authority and relevancy, then you will know when to get a link and when to pass on one. Now let's take a look at some strategies for 2022 and 23 and beyond. Before we explore these strategies, let me make some important notes to you. Creating links can be a difficult, time-consuming and costly task. And if you're only looking for quality links that have authority and that are related to your site, then it's going to be much more difficult. And this leads me onto a question. What do you do if you come across a link that is high in authority, but it's not related to your niche? Or you come across a link that is related to your niche, but has little to no authority? Such links come up more frequently than others, and they still have solid use cases. You just need to know how to use them. The strategy I'm about to explore with you will show you exactly how such links can be used safely and with great use. This strategy lets you work smarter and not harder. It's a tiered link building strategy, but with a few twists. So why tiered link building? Creating legit links usually requires a lot of time, money, and effort. And if you don't have a large enough budget, then you'll be restricted to how many links you can comfortably afford. And that's why tiered link building is a great option. Tiered link building makes building quality links easier and safer, while providing you with stronger link authority using fewer links, and focuses on quality over quantity. So what is tiered link building? Tiered link building is essentially building backlinks to your backlinks. The main goal is to increase the amount of link juice that's being passed to your sites. You will usually have a tier 1 link that points to your website, some tier 2 links that point to your tier 1, and some tier 3 links that point to your tier 2s. Your tier 1 link points directly to your website. These links should be flawless. Your tier 2 links points to your tier 1s. These links should be related to the first tier. And your tier 3 links point to your tier 2s. Generally, anything is acceptable for tier 3 links, but not outright spam. Let's go through some examples of some tiered link building. The first example I want to show you is from Neil Patel's blog. And as you can see from Neil Patel's blog, he has an image down here. For tier 1 links, these are links pointing directly to your money site. He's using things like articles and Web 2.0s, social bookmarks and wikis, edu profiles, and he has a secret source, which is probably, I don't know, micro niche sites, or it's probably fresh domains, what he's building, and sending more authority to them. And then he has his tier 2s, social bookmarks, wikis, edu comments, high PR comments, and what you'll notice from this, for example, he's got wikis in his tier 1, he's got wikis in his tier 2, and he might even have wikis in his tier 3. So not everything is going to be suitable for a tier 1, but a tier 1 is going to be suitable for almost every other tier. So you can use those tiers multiple times. I hope that made sense. Okay, and then he has his tier 3s. And tier 3s, yeah, as you can see, he's using huge scrape box blasts, Lindex submissions, and private software pinging. This is how he set this up here. Okay, and here's what Neil Patel says, or the writer says, about tiered link building. They say if you get a link to your money page from a new post on someone else's blog, that website link may not add much value to your site's ranking. However, when you strengthen those backlinks by creating links to them, you will see a bump in organic traffic and rankings. So this is where you're getting links from other people's websites. They don't have much of an effect to the rankings of your website, but by building links to those links, you're able to pass down the authority, juice up the property so that the actual link you get to your website from that tiered 1 property is nice and juicy and very tasty for Google, that it comes back for seconds, and it loves coming about, and you know what, it starts to show you higher in your rankings. Okay, a few notes on tiered link building. A tiered link building strategy juices up your tier 1 properties that links to your website, and it packs a lot of authority. Treat your tier 1s just like you would your money site. Don't point crappy links to them. Your tier 2s should only link to one tier 1 property. Don't cross-link. This is debatable, guys, but I would recommend that you don't cross-link for now. Okay, and if you're using a guest post or someone else's site as a tier 1 and you're building links to it, site owners could remove your link. So my advice to you is that if you are building links to your links that you don't control, so it might be a guest post, or it might be an article on someone else's blog, or it might be a niche edit or something else, then don't build crappy links to those links, because the site owner is not going to be happy, and he could just go ahead and remove your post, and in fact he could just remove the actual URL altogether. Okay, so if you are going to build links, build quality links to your tier 1s. Okay, and my own personal preference when doing tiered link building, I personally like to own as many tier 1 and tier 2 properties that I possibly can. And the reason behind this is because it allows me to be in control of them. Guest posts, niche edits, etc. are great as tier 1s, but they can be difficult to get. Okay, so I'm not going to discuss these kind of links here. Instead, I'm going to focus on properties that are available to us all and that I frequently use myself. Okay, so here are your tiered properties, and I'm going to be showing you what kind of properties I would be using on these tiered stages, and I'm going to be giving you reasons why as well. Okay, so as a tier 1, I would have either fresh domains, I would have micro niche sites, or I'd have brand new web 2.0s. And the reason behind this is because it gives me fresh history. Okay, it allows me to control the topics. They all do follow links, and if anything should happen, I'm in the position to remove these tiered links very, very easily just by removing the link that goes to my website. Okay, and when I say micro niche sites, then it means these are brand new sites built on cloud platforms, just like fresh domains. Fresh domains is buying a brand new fresh domain, maybe hosting it on WordPress, maybe maybe using WordPress, maybe using HTML sites or what have you. And micro niche sites are things like Google Cloud, Amazon S3, Microsoft Azure, and what have you. And web 2.0s are like bloggers and WordPress and Tumblrs. Okay, and for tier 2s, I would use links such as private blog networks, web 2.0s, as you see here. I would also use them as tier 1s. Micro niche sites are also brilliant for tier 2s. Fresh domains are brilliant for tier 2s, and so are expired web 2.0s. Okay, I just want to point out that I don't point private blog network links directly to my money site unless it's highly, highly relevant. And the reason I don't do this is because if it's not relevant, it makes no point, it makes no use for me. Instead, I would rather have it going via one of my tiers. So I'd have it as a tier 2, which goes to my tier 1, and then I would make sure the fresh history is all and related, and the relevancy is all about my money site, guys. Okay, and fresh domains are also micro niche sites, but using brand new domains. And web 2.0s are like bloggers, Google sites, and Tumblrs. And as a tier 3, again, you can go ahead and use PBNs and web 2.0s, micro niche sites. You can even go ahead and use comments and profile links down here, something I don't do myself, but you can do this as well. Okay, but just remember, if you are going to be using something like comments and profile links, and you're going to be pointing them to a fresh domain that you own yourself, that it might not be a great idea. Instead, I would suggest that you have something like a buffer here, something like a Web 2.0 property, maybe a blogger or something, and then send the comments to them. But as mentioned, I don't use comments or profile links myself. But if you are, then just keep that in mind, because you don't want to penalize your other properties that you own in your tiers by using questionable links. Okay, unless of course these were quality comments. If they are quality comments, they wouldn't be down your tier 3. They'll probably be on a tier 2, or maybe even as a tier 1 if it's a nice site that's going to send traffic as well. Okay, and just try your best to make sure that all the tiers provide you with do follow links. Okay, when you're doing tiered link building, in fact, when you're doing link building, then you're in control of it, guys. There are going to be other people linking back to you. There's going to be other people doing reviews about your products and what have you, and you're not going to be in control of them. So let them be the no follows, or let them be the whatever they want. But when it comes to you building your links, focus on quality, not quantity, and focus on relevancy as well. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example of a 3-tiered link building structure, okay, and what kind of sites you'd be using in these as well. Okay, so this is your money site, and you've got 3 tier 1 links. Now, these tier 1 links, you might have one micro niche site on Amazon S3, you might have one brand new domain using WordPress, and you might be having one Web 2.0 blog on Blogger. Okay, and for your tier 2s that are going to be pointing to your tier 1s, you might have something like a micro niche site on Azure, PBN links from expired domains, and expired Web 2.0 links from Tumblr, for example. And then for your tier 3, you might have Google sites and micro niche sites on IBM, and a micro niche site on Google Cloud. Okay, it really depends on how you want to do this. My preference of tiered link building is going to be on the next slide, I believe. If it is, then I'm going to point that out to you as well. But this is a 3-tiered linking structure that I wanted to show you down here. I personally feel it's a little bit overkill. I don't like really using a tier 3 linking in using a 3rd tier. I generally go as high as 2 tiers because I believe that I can get more value using it that way. Okay, so here's an example of a 2-tiered link building structure. So you got your money site, you got an Amazon S3 micro niche site pointing over to your money site, and then you've got 4 or 5 tier 2 links that are pointing to your tier 1 site. Okay, and what this is doing, this is concentrating the juice from 5 different properties onto the one property, which is then pointing back to your website, which gives you a really good benefit and a really good result. And these tier 2 links are very powerful as well. You've got PBN links. Oops, let me go back to that slide. Nice view. Okay, you've got PBN links here, you've got expired tumblers here, you've got micro niche sites here, all pointing over to your brand new fresh relevant website that's linking back to your money site. Okay, so now let's have a look at a tiered link building for entire sites. So you've got your money site, and on your money site you have internal posts. So let's just say, for example, on this site you've got 3 posts with your money site. You're going to go ahead and create tier 1 links for each one of these posts that you have in here. It's not only going to be for your home page, it's going to be for your internal posts as well. And to each one of those tier 1 properties, you're going to go out there and build tier 2 properties, guys. Okay, so it's very important that you work on your entire site and not just one page. And now let's have a look at the keyword relevancy of this, because don't forget we have the relevancy factor and we have the authority factor as well. So in this example here, we've got a website about furniture. It's got internal posts about single beds and double beds and wooden beds. And then you've got your tiered 1 links. So for your single bed tiered 1 link, you might have topical topics about best single beds, and for your double beds you might have double beds with drawers. For wooden beds you might have pine wooden beds. For furniture you might have bedroom furniture as well. And then you've got your tier 2 links that are pointing back to your tier 1 links, which of course are pointing to your internal pages and to your home page as well. So as you can see, the topical relevancy that I'm showing you down here, you've got things like metal single beds and comfy single beds that go over to your best single beds topic. Then you've got your double sizes, double bed sizes, you've got floating double bed sizes that go over to your double beds with drawers. And then you have all these other topics that are all related to the actual tier 1 that's linking back to your money site. Okay, and this makes sure that you get relevant links that are being juiced up by lower tiers that then get sent back to your website. Okay, and of course with your internal pages or with any site, guys, you're going to have multiple links that you're building to them. So I'm going to be showing you an example of one internal post that has multiple tier 1 properties pointing to it, which also are being boosted up by multiple tier 2 properties linking to your tier 1s, and that goes over to the one single internal post. And it really does concentrate the juice, builds up the authority and the relevancy, and gives you a boost in rankings, which is absolutely brilliant. Okay, and I just want to make a few notes on tiered link building as well, just before we get to the end of this presentation. And that is, the lower down the tier you go, then the more lenient you can be towards quality, content quality, and domain authority. Okay, so the quality of the content can be lower down here, and the quality of the sites can be lower down here as well. But the higher you get, you want quality content and you want quality sites down here. But don't forget, if you are using fresh domains, if you are using micro niche sites, then the idea is that you're going to have multiple tier 2 properties and tier 3 properties that are going to be passing down the authority. So later down the line, this is going to be a nice juicy link, and you know at the same time it's fresh history and it's nice and relevant to your money site as well. Okay, and aim for about 5 to 8 tier 2 links. So if you got a tier 1 link here, try to get about 5 to 8 different types of tier 2 links pointing to them. Okay, this makes sure that you're able to fatten up your tier 1 links and get juicy links to your site. Okay, and my rule of thumb is this. Okay, the quality of your tier 1s and tier 2s should be good enough so that you'd be happy to show them to a client. Okay, and another way to get tier 1 links, or to get some real good value out of this technique, is to use something like Majestic SEO, or to use something like Ahrefs. Get your backlink profile and then use existing links as tier 1s and then boost them up along the tiers, using the tiered link building structure. But just remember, because you don't own these backlinks, because they're probably going to be on other people's websites, then try your best not to send spammy links to them, as I've seen many people do. They go out there, do scrape box blasts and what have you, trying to boost up the tier 1s, but they actually do more damage than good, and many times the blog owners ain't going to be happy with that as well. So always create quality links to your links, especially to links that are pointing back to your website, which means you're going to be creating quality tier 2 links so that your tier 1 links are got quality, and then your website gets quality as well. So a rule of thumb, tier 1s and tier 2s, they should be good enough so that you can show to a client as well. Okay, and try to use high domain authority websites with low page authority as tier 1s, because they're easier, or it's very easy to build the authority on them. The domain already packs a lot of authority. It's only the page that is lacking on the authority. By putting them in the tiered structure, you're going to be able to easily build on to the authority for those kinds of websites. Okay, and treat your money sites like gold and your tier 1s like silver. You don't want questionable links pointing to any of them. Okay, your tier 1s are pointing directly to your money sites, and your money site, of course, you want to make sure that's ranking in Google. In fact, guys, many times you're going to see that your tier 1s are ranking really nice and high in Google as well. So if you are making sure they're quality, it's like you've got your money site and, like a clone of your, not a clone of your money site, but you've got another website that is there getting rankings in Google and sending traffic and authority to your site at the same time. So it's really important to keep quality, at least quality tier 1s and tier 2s, because they're going to directly impact your websites. Okay, and tiered link building works great when used with other strategies. So don't only use tiered link building because you're going to be missing out on a lot. Things like outreach and niche edits and blog posts and press releases, etc. Your money site needs this, and it needs a nice diverse backlink profile. So don't only focus on tiered link building only. Okay, and keep a varied and generic anchor text profile. Personally, I never ever use my keywords as anchor text anymore. Okay, I use raw URLs, terms like click here, and branded anchor text. I don't ever go out there and use my anchor text anymore. Okay, and it still might have an actual benefit to that. Okay, so I've actually missed out some of these animations down here. I'm going to go ahead and sort these out in a moment. Okay, so My own tiered link building strategy and giveaway, guys. So tiered link building might sound a little complex and time consuming, but it's well worth it. It sends more authority, it's safer, and it actually gets results. And over the past few months, we've been working on a brand new tool called Easy Links, a tool that automates the entire process for you with ease. It allows you to create authority tiered link networks using micro niche sites that will allow you to send authority to your properties, so to juice them up and rank them higher inside of Google. It creates high in authority, relevant sites that can be used as tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3 links, and uses the exact same strategy that I've been using for my own link building campaigns. It's perfect for creating authority tiered links that will help you rank inside of Google. So I'm going to be giving you an Easy Links demo and walkthrough, and I'm going to be doing that in my next video. I'm going to be sharing strategies that Easy Links automates, along with a full video demo walkthrough of the software, so you know exactly how it works, what it does, and the kind of benefits it's going to have, for you and your websites and your clients. But we do have a giveaway, guys. Okay, we're giving away a couple of free annual licenses for Easy Links. To enter, simply reply to our last email that you received from us that came from support@abbasravji.com, and in your email share your top 2 favorite link building strategies, and we'll randomly pick 2 winners. And the chances to win are high, and Easy Links is a great platform, and if we get some good replies, then I will be sure to share the strategies with you so that we can all learn and benefit together. So keep a lookout for my next email and video, because I'm going to be showing you something that you're not going to want to miss out on. So this is Abs Ravji, and I really hope you've enjoyed this training.